Hey everybody, how's it going? We're out at the canals again today. Looks like some grass carp feeding up top. So hopefully we can get on some on dry flies. I got the 8-weight fly rod, floating line, 10-pound fluorocarbon leader, and then 8-pound tippet. I'll be starting out with a foam black cicada. Hopefully we can get some of these fish to the net. Let's get started. Fish on, guys. First grass carp on a dry fly in a while. Had a couple misses earlier, finally got this one. Nice. Feisty guy. Oh yeah, he's turning. Gotta take him down to some stairs. Got a ladder over there I gotta get to. Try to walk him down with us. I think we barely got him on the lip, so gotta be a little bit careful so he doesn't get off, but he's walking with us right now. It's hard to judge how big they are from up here, but this one seems to be a decent size. Oh no, there's 5 of them right there in front of me. I think we're gonna be spooking them off here, but it's all right. We gotta get them to some stairs. Oh yeah, there's a lot of them coming up. Let's get down to this ladder over here. Hopefully we don't fall in, and then try to get this guy to the net. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. It looks pretty good from up here. Oh no, I forgot my net in the car, guys. Okay, this isn't quite as big as I thought it was, so hopefully we can get him to hand without the net, then go back up and get the net. Yeah, good thing this one's not massive. I don't know if we can get him to our hand though, without a net, without breaking this fly or this line, but we'll find out. Can't believe we left the net. Yeah, it was not very big at all. Took that cicada right in the mouth there. Good thing he wasn't as big as I thought he was, or as big as he looked from up there. Otherwise, wouldn't have been able to get him to hand without our net. There he goes. Sweet, guys. First grass carp on a dry fly in a while. Looks like we got some more feeding up top. Got to head back to the car, get our net, and try to catch some more. All right, I had to walk about 10 minutes back to the car, but I grabbed the net. Hopefully we can catch more of these fish, make it a lot easier to get them to hand with the net. Let's keep at it. Fish on, guys. Got one. Finally got another one. Man, I've had a ton of near eats, and dang, they just barely take these flies. Looks like there's a lot more fish down there, so I gotta walk them back to some stairs this way. All right, here we go, down to the stairs now. Another smaller one. Really cool to catch these fish on dry flies. Yeah, little guy. Oh. There you go, guys. That cicada right there. This is really small grass carp right there. Maybe 17, 18 inches. That's a baby. All right, let him get out of the net here. Work himself out. There he goes. Nice, guys. Second fish of the day. Way easier to land them with the net. All right, so we've caught 2 on the cicada. I just want to switch it up. Gonna stick with the same color, but I'm going with this small beetle pattern here. See if we can catch some more. They definitely were liking that cicada, so I'm switching it up mostly just for science. Figure out, was it just the color? Is it any bug that they'll eat? You know, and was it the particular shape? So fish on, guys. Oh, that one came up right away for it. That was a cool eat. Honestly, this foam beetle is quite a bit smaller than that cicada was, so I couldn't actually see it in the water, but I saw how aggressively this carp came up for it, or how aggressively this carp came up, and he smoked that thing. That was awesome. This one's definitely feistier than the last one was. The last two fish I've caught right in the middle of the two ladders, so gotta walk them down quite a bit. All right, here we go, coming up on this ladder right down here. Always a little sketchy getting down these things. Haven't fallen in yet in my years of doing this, but oh yeah, this is a feistier one. Smaller again, but much feistier than the last one was. Nice. Yeah, bigger than the last one. Not huge by any means, but definitely bigger than the last one. So there's that little beetle right there. Fatter than the last one was. I need to let this one swim out of the net when it's ready. There he goes. Nice, guys, number 3. All right, sweet, 3rd grass carp on the dry fly. Now I'm just curious, can we catch them on pretty much anything? So I switched over to a chartreuse hopper and see if a different color will work. Oh, I think it'll work, guys. We just had a swing and a miss, or a near eat. Although maybe it was the color that spooked him off, I don't know. Oh, nope. Bailed at the last second. All right. Want to see a couple more like that before we change colors, see if it could just be the color that these fish aren't buying. The last two stared right at it and then turned away. Got some wind. It's not the easiest day for casting, but fish on, guys. Got him. He just sat there towards the surface with this thing on top of his lip. I couldn't even tell if the fly was underneath because he took it and then just stayed up at the surface. Yep, and it came out. Kind of figured that would happen because he came up, grabbed that fly, and just stayed right there. So the fly was on the surface still. Couldn't tell if he had it. Better check the hook on this one. That's pretty crazy. He might have not even hit it in his mouth. It might have just been on top of his nose or head. Still got the hook. I just don't seem as interested in this chartreuse. Fish on, guys. Right in a big crowd of them. Oh, nice. All right, so I had a lot of like looks and then swim aways from this chartreuse hopper, so I don't think it's as effective as the black foam bugs were, but finally got an eat here. Walking down to these stairs. Unfortunately, we're spooking a lot of fish right here, but it's all right. Awesome, 4th fish of the day here. Not the same size as the last one. Oh, barely got this one. And another small one. Oh, and this one, no wonder it wasn't fighting too well. It's got a really odd back to it, kind of a deformed one. You guys can tell that there, kind of deformed right there. With that hopper right in the corner of the mouth. Oh yeah, pretty beat up, deformed one. Thanks for taking the fly, buddy. All right, down in there. Let him go when he's ready. Get on out of there. There he goes. Nice, guys. We got 4 carp so far. let's keep on changing up the dry flies, see how many we can catch on different flies. Now let's move to the yellow and gray hopper. Let's give it a whirl. We had a moment of sun a second ago, but these clouds are just ripping through so fast, and it's really hard to see in the water like this because there's some brightness coming through, but the clouds are blocking most of it, and even with nice polarized glasses I can't really see too well, but I can see the fish, so I just have to respond to the fish. Fish on, guys. He came up right for that. All right, this will be the 5th carp and 4th foam pattern we've caught him on. Oh yeah, this one looks like it's a little bigger than the other ones have been. Not too much bigger, but bigger. Yeah, he's scrappy, flipping all around. That's awesome. I think there are some bigger carp on the bottom. Could be fishing with some leeches or nymphs, but can't really beat dry fly action. This one is not happy. Not a happy camper. All right, here we go. Yeah. Haven't had any that have really been peeling any drag on me today, but for some reason in here, the fish always look bigger when you catch them. This is, again, not a very big fish, but I'll take it. Oh yeah, much smaller than I thought he was. Much smaller than he looked from up above, but awesome. 4th dry fly, 5th grass carp. Little guy there. This one should be ready to go pretty quickly here. If I can get this net. Oh, there he goes. Nice, guys. All right, 5 grass carp on the day so far. Pretty awesome. None of them very big. If you're interested in seeing what it's like catching bigger grass carp on dry flies, I'll leave some links in the description of this video so you guys can check those out. I'm actually a guide out here, and I take people out to dry fly fish for these grass carp. So if you're interested, you can check me out on Facebook or Instagram under Kevin Rapkoch or Kevin Rapkoch Fishing. Just send me a message. All right, everybody, got 5 grass carp so far on 4 different dry flies. I'm gonna switch it up again. We'll go with the gray hopper here. Let's try to catch some more. That wind is picking up. It's a little difficult to cast today, but fortunately we've been able to catch some fish anyway. Fish on. Nice. Again, I'm just missing it. I can't see super well, so I can't see when they take the fly, but this one took it down so far in front of them, knew it had to be in there. I'm sure it's barely on the lip. Nice. Another one, guys. Awesome day. Awesome day out here. Let's get him down to this ladder down there and check this one out. Oh yeah, this one's right in the upper lip, it looks like. Nice. Just getting these dry fly eats. Yeah, there's something, oh, this one's kind of feisty. There's something about it today. They're not quite as feisty as they normally are. And I think it's just the colder weather. Some more warm water fish, but there you go. Another one there. That gray hopper. Nice. There you go. Sweet. Well, sweet, everybody. 6th grass carp of the day. I gotta call it pretty soon, so I'm just gonna keep the gray hopper on. Let's try to catch one more. Oh, one just surfaced for some brown goop. Maybe it'll eat this bug if I move it. Normally I see that and I would put on a brown fly. But I'm gonna try to catch one more on this gray hopper here. Got a group of them, one with its nose right up on top. One's looking for it. One's got it. Got it. Nice. That was awesome. He's barely hooked. All of them barely hooked today. See if we can keep this one on. Yeah, just one of my favorite things to watch, especially when you can see them from up this high, is when it hits. You can hear it hit, you can see that they heard it, and they just turn around and start hunting for it wherever it is. And always fun when they spot it and they kind of charge after it. Super, super fun. So it swam right towards me, tried to get itself off there. All right. Oh, right on the bottom lip. Very cool. Come on, buddy. Got him. All right. This one is pretty beat up. Looks like a bird might have got him. There's that gray hopper in the mouth there. All right, buddy. There he goes. Well, all right, pretty awesome day out here. 7 grass carp on 5 different dry flies. They're not the prettiest of fish. These ones weren't very big for grass carp, but it was still a blast out here. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks so much for joining Kevin Rapkoch Fishing. See you guys next time. Peace.